You've only seen this in the movies or on TV. A cruel dictator ruling a country with an iron fist. Police checkpoints and random searches. Your papers, please. Here's a cold hard fact for everyone. Quietly being phased in over the next several years, eventually, everyone in the United States will be required to carry a national ID card. Yep, that's you and me. For the first time, every American will be required to carry papers in order to travel. Without the card, you will not be able to cross state lines, board an airplane, or enter a federal building. You'll also need the card to open a bank account or apply for any government-funded programs, including Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid. In 1958, Supreme Court Justice William O. Douglas wrote that the federal government may not restrict the right to travel without due process. The right to travel is a part of the liberty of which a citizen cannot be deprived without due process of law under the Fifth Amendment. But here we go again with another piece of legislation that is in absolute conflict with the Privileges and Immunities Clause of the United States Constitution. So now, you won't be able to travel in the United States unless you're willing to submit to police checkpoints and armed guards. Couple those Orwellian facts with all of the other constitutionally fatal bills that we've just discussed, and people, we're living in a freaking police state. All of the lawlessness of Washington aside, if you pass bills that render the U.S. Constitution a worthless piece of paper, then your place is not in Washington, D.C. We need leaders who will uphold their solemn oath to defend the Constitution from all enemies, foreign and especially domestic.
All right, so President Bush and Vice President Cheney might want to steer clear of Vermont for a little while. That's because voters in a couple of towns have approved these measures calling for the indictment of the president and vice president, quote, for violating the Constitution.